real spread offense team with a very mobile quarterback.
Yeah, that Winnicott team was very strong on offense. So, as we mentioned a couple times on the broadcast last week, 3 yards in a cloud of dust was their kind of motif. And if we're going to face a spread offense tonight, it's going to challenge this defense in a much different way.
Teams are at midfield, and it looks like Dover has won the toss. I assume they're taking the ball. Did you happen to catch the signal?
I did not see the signal, unfortunately.
So we will find out in just a moment of what team will have the ball first. Dover coming in with a win under their belt against Memorial. Bulldogs, of course, dropping their opener to Winnicott. So it's 1-0 versus 0-1 here. And we're going to take a moment now for the national anthem. As soon as we're done, we will be back with the call of the game. And your Bedford High marching band there with our national anthem. Very well done.
Conducted this evening by Miss Kelsey Audette for that opening number there. And now the drum majors are kicking off the rest of the music. Teams are getting ready to start this game this evening, and we will have Dover returning the ball. They chose to receive the ball. So the Bulldogs will kick off. The Bulldogs are wearing their home black uniforms, so black jerseys, white numbers, black pants, black helmets. Dover in their visiting white uniforms. Pretty much white head to toe. Green numbers and green helmets.
And we've got a pretty good house here.
We sure do.
Great number of students showed up tonight.
Students are observing a blackout tonight, so many of them have worn black shirts and pants and supporting their home uniform for the Bulldogs this evening.
And we're about to kick off here with Joe Michael, your starting quarterback, also the kicker. The kick is away, and it's picked up there by the Green Wave at the 10-yard line. Up to the 30, into the scrum. And on the ground at about the 32-yard line, the return man was number 30. That was Brett Davis for the Green Wave.
Not a bad return. Got a couple of good blocks out. About a 22-yard return for Davis. Puts Dover in decent field position on their own 32.
Glad you're joining us here on Bedford 105.1, also on BCTV 23 and 1072, and this will be the first time we're testing out our instant replay, so we hope you enjoy that. Dover is in that spread, 4 receivers, 5 if you want to count the halfback split off. He's in motion. The quarterback taking the shotgun snap, and he's leveled as he tried to get around the right side. Big tackle there by Russell Irwin.
So that was Davis there taking the direct snap. He was the return man, so I'm not sure they had a quarterback in there on that play. And he trots off as Jackson Carroll comes in.
I believe he will be the quarterback today, the starter for the Green Wave of Dover. This is going to be 2nd down and 10, no gain on that carry by Davis. More of a compact formation here with just one receiver. And Carroll's going to run it himself. The ball's on the ground. Let's see who picks it up. Bedford indicates they have it. Do the refs agree?
They do.
They do.
Huge play early on in the game. The quarterback, Jackson Carroll, bobbled the snap a little bit, but then got on his horse, got into the line of scrimmage, and one of those D linemen got a big paw on that ball, put it on the ground.
Well, this is quite the opposite of last week's game where Bedford put the ball on the ground on the first drive. This time Dover does that, sets Bedford up in great field position. They're at the 33-yard line, going from our right to left. And here we go. Joe Michael in the backfield. He's got number 1, Logan Saphir, his only back. And Saphir gets the ball up the middle, finds a seam, still going. Picks up the first down, takes the ball all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Kept his legs churning there. He took the first contact, was about maybe a yard after the line of scrimmage, but he just kept churning those legs and picked up 9 on that. Great first carry by Sphere.
Yeah, they're going to mark him down to 24, so it'll be a 2nd and 1 here. 10:43 to go, no score between Bedford and Dover.
Harry, this is where your offensive coordinators like to take a shot down the field. It's 2nd and short. You know, if you miss a long pass, you still have 3rd and short. So look for a deep look here. See if they go down the field here a little bit.
2 receivers on this set. Motion from the tight end. He stops in the middle. It's a pitch. And first down is achieved. And now going down the sideline. Going, and just pushed out of bounds. Number 21, Owen Christopher with the carry. Big one. Puts him into a goal-to-goal situation.
A great carry, just a toss sweep to Christopher right around the outside. Got the edge, picked up a big gain.
They say Christopher went out of bounds at the 11-yard line, so it's not going to be a goal to go, but it will be 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line for the Bulldogs.
This is the shot of energy the Bulldogs needed to start this way. Got the fumble on the turnover, and now 2 big plays to put them in great field position, threatening to score here.
So Saphir in the backfield, Michael. Motion by the tight end. He stops. High snap. Whoop. Michael pulls it down. A little miscommunication there. Michael gets dropped right at the 15-yard line. Saphir took off, and Michael turned around to pitch it to him, but he wasn't there.
Yeah, it looked like Michael was expecting him to go to his left, and Sphere went to his right. So that miscommunication, like you mentioned, turned into a 5-yard loss.
So it's going to be 2nd and 14 from the 15-yard line. Losing 4 on that miscommunication right there.
Nothing you can't recover from, though. You're down here, you're threatening.
And they're within range for at least 3 points here. Michael's got the leg to hit a 3-pointer.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think they're thinking about that on 2nd down.
Colby Snow in the backfield on this play.
There it is.
Fake and a wide open pass. Touchdown to Andrew Grzinskis. 15-yard scoring play.
Excellent slant by Grudinskis. Got his outside leg planted, got inside the defensive back, and Joe Michael put it right on him.
And just like that, on the first drive, 6-0, Bedford in the lead. And now Joe Michael with the extra point. Snap is down, ball is up, perfectly through. With 9:24 to go in the first, Bedford strikes first with a touchdown. 15-yard throw from Michael to Grudzinskis. That makes it 7-0.
That's a huge turn of emotion there, too, on that fumble on the 2nd play from scrimmage for Dover. They received the opening kickoff and then handed it to Bedford in excellent field position. So Grudinskis makes a fantastic route, got the slant on the right side, and Michael delivered it right where it needed to be.
Congratulations to the girls soccer team. They start out the season 4-0 with an exciting 1-0 overtime victory yesterday versus Auburn. They travel to Nashua North on Tuesday, and we wish them all great luck.
Solid team this year.
So Michael's ready to kick this off here. He sets the ball, gets into position, and it's a bit of a line drive. Bounces and then picked up by Davis.
Ooh, big hit on the far sideline.
And Davis carries it up to the 25-yard line, so that was about a 10-yard return right there for Dover.
Colby Snow rattling some cages there on the coverage. I like that. A good hit right around the 20-yard line. Didn't make the tackle, but he blew up one of the blockers.
Now the Bulldogs are pretty fired up here. I don't know if Coach Matthews posts these things in the locker room, but Roger Brown today in his column predicted a 21-7 loss for the Bulldogs. So I would hope that gets the guys fired up here.
Yeah, that is bulletin board material right there. And if that opening little salvo has anything to do with it, it's going to be a long night for Dover.
And in the shotgun, Carroll, he goes back to pass, evades, still running with the ball, takes a big hit. Oh, it's going to be a flag here. They might be a targeting call here. We'll find out.
Harry, that was Darian Lopez Sullivan. He's also a quarterback, and he was taking a bad snap once again. We saw a bad snap on the fumble, and now there was a bobbled snap here. He was looking for a pass play to the near sideline, but was kind of a broken play. So he scrambled, went back the other direction, and we'll see what the flag has to do with.
The ball is spotted at the 32-yard line, so it was a 7-yard gain on the play for Darian Lopez Sullivan. And Bedford's going to be marching back here. What is the call?
It's a face mask, so it's only a 5-yard face mask.
An inadvertent one, so that gives the Green Wave a first down here at the 37-yard line, 1st and 10. And Lopez Sullivan still at the quarterback position. And it's a pitch option to the sideline to number 30, I believe, Brett Davis. Carrying the ball, he gets it up to the 41-yard line, so about a 4-yard gain there for the Green Wave. It'll be 2nd down, and we'll call it 5 yards.
Excellent pursuit right there from Russell Irwin coming from the middle linebacker position, chasing that ball down. 4-yard gain, yes, but Irwin did well to keep it to that.
So 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left here, 1 in the backfield. Lopez Sullivan barking his signals and then looking to the sideline. They might be changing the play here. Brady McInnes in the backfield. Now motion to Davis. He takes the handoff on a sweep, and he gets taken right down for little or no gain.
And that was Irwin again, reading the play beautifully. Didn't bite on the option, went right with that motion man, who was Davis, and made a tackle right at the line of scrimmage. So you have a 3rd and 5.
So no gain on the play there for Davis. A big defensive moment here for the Bulldogs. See if they can get the Green Wave off the field. Once again, a wide formation, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the left, 3 to the right. And Lopez Sullivan takes the ball himself up the sideline. He might have the first down. I think he got it to about the 50-yard line.
Yeah, Lopez Sullivan showing some speed out of the backfield there. It's just the design quarterback sweep to the left-hand side. He got the edge and plenty of space for that first down run. Gets into Bulldogs territory on the 48-yard line.
So Dover now into enemy territory on this second possession. The first one ended with a fumble that Bedford converted into a touchdown. Bulldogs ahead 7-0 here with 6:43 to go here in the first quarter. Lopez Sullivan in the shotgun, drops back, looking for a throw, and decides to hit Davis. Kind of an odd throwing motion. Looked like he was spiking the ball, but he did get it to Davis, who had the ball bounce off his hands.
We have a flag in the backfield, too. I'm guessing we're going to have offensive holding. And you're right, that ball, it went to Davis, bounced off his hands kind of high, but he did catch it after the bobble. Relatively no gain on that, but it's going to come back for a holding call.
So the Green Wave going in the wrong direction here. And there's the signal for the hold.
And that's a tough one. That's a spot foul, the holding call. So it's not 10 yards from the original line of scrimmage. It's 10 yards from where the hold occurred. So now it's going to be 1st and about 24.
Dover splitting the receivers, 2 on each side. Lopez Sullivan alone in the backfield. He drops back looking for a throw. He's got a man chasing him. Now finally makes the throw, hits the receiver over the middle. Number 11 gets all the way to the Bedford 45-yard line. That's Bryce Carberry. Great throw and a great catch.
Yeah, his big tight end there settled right down in the middle of the field. Looked like big Rob Gronkowski just finding some room right there in the middle.
Yeah, I think Gronk made a few of those catches yesterday
He
for
sure did.
Tom. That was a hell of a game.
He sure did.
So that makes up most of the penalty loss. It's going to be 2nd down and 9, maybe 8. Dover able to erase the results of that penalty on one play. They go with 4 receivers again, actually 5 receivers. Empty backfield and a throw complete down to the 36-yard line. Gabriel Rubio with the catch. Gets it right at the first down marker, picks up 9. It's going to be a first down at the Bedford 38-yard line.
Got to say, that was a nice pitch and catch right there. Gabriel just ran a 8-yard stop route, looked back to his quarterback, and the ball was on time and on the money.
5:30 to go here in the first and 10 here for Dover. Running 5 receivers in an empty backfield. Lopez Sullivan overthrows his receiver, tried to hit Carberry. He had him open.
He sure did. Big tight end rumbling down the middle. In between those 2 safeties, he did have him open, but just outside of his reach.
That'll make a 2nd and 10. Stops the clock with 5:21 to go here in the first.
You know, you keep an up-tempo spread offense right here. The defense is on their heels. They're looking to see what's going to happen instead of imposing their will on the offense. Give credit to Dover for putting together a good second drive here.
Still running with 5 receivers. Lopez Sullivan alone in the backfield. He looks for a man. Now moves, hits
good scramble.
His receiver at the 23, and he goes around the edge. Good block there, springs him open, heading for the sideline, gets it down to the 5-yard line. That was Rubio with the catch.
Yeah, and Lopez Sullivan, again, was working on that timing play. Looked to his receivers, didn't find it, but gave himself some more time. Scrambled around behind the line of scrimmage and found Rubio, who sat down in an open spot. Good for him.
And they've got it marked just outside the 8-yard line. So it's 1st and goal from the 8 here for Dover. Right around 5 minutes to play here in the first, threatening to even this up. Bedford up 7-0 right now. Now they send 3 receivers to the left, none to the right. Motion here by Davis. Instead at the handoff, snuffed out there by the Bulldogs. Brady McInnes was the ball carrier. Little or no gain there. I think they might give him a yard.
Yeah, good defensive line play right there. Stood up the blockers, plugged up the hole, and maybe a yard out of that.
So we'll call 2nd and 7. Goal to go.
Defense has to lock down here. Kind of makes it tougher with these spread offenses. You don't have the depth of the field to go real deep. You know, you have the 7 yards to get into the end zone and only 10 yards with the end zone. So
Dover running a tighter rotation. DeSantis is the only receiver off to the left.
yeah, they had a bunch on the right side. They're just going to sweep it left.
And Lopez Sullivan is in for a touchdown. 7-yard run.
That was Lopez Sullivan with the touchdown.
So it's now 7-6 with a kick to come to tie it up here at 4:19 mark of the first quarter.
And that's just athleticism. Speed and athleticism. Lopez Sullivan pulled it down, went around the left edge, and had enough speed to get outside and around.
Now waiting for the kick. Davis with the hold. Kick is up and is good. The kicker for Dover, number 18, Connor Sheehan, ties this game up at 7-7.
Action-packed first quarter so far, Harry. You got fumbles, turnovers, you got long pass plays, scrambling.
Congratulations to the girls soccer team.
Quite a difference from last week. Fairly low scoring first half. Bedford scoring early, now Dover answering on their second possession. And we gave the girls team their props. Let's give some to the boys here. They're back at home Tuesday. They're hosting Nashua North. The JV game is at 4 p.m., varsity at 6 p.m. We hope everybody comes out and supports your Bulldogs here at Bulldog Stadium.
So we'll see a kickoff here from Connor Sheehan for Dover.
And Bedford with 2 receivers deep.
Squib kick looks like it was picked up by Irwin.
So it wasn't pretty, but the result is pretty good field position. Bedford at their own 38-yard line, 1st and 10. The Bedford Bulldogs Athletic Booster Club would also like to thank their generous sponsors. They include Spectrum Marketing, Gear Up Bedford, Andrande Management Group, Wicked Good Butcha, New Hampshire Orthopedic Center, the BEI Network, London Family Orthopedics, or Orthodontics, Liberty Hill Construction, Realty One Group Next Level, and River Road Pediatrics. Thank you for your support of Bedford Athletics. Here we go, Bedford on their second possession. 2 receivers split off to the left. Michael in the backfield with 1 back. He had a little trouble with the ball, but throws the screen.
A lot of room. Wow.
All the way down into Dover territory, into the 34-yard line. That was Owen Christopher on that bubble screen.
Yeah, a little screen right there in the middle of the line. Honestly, that play goes back to the snap. Joe Michael did an exceptional job of getting his left hand on an errant snap and kept corralling that ball, then baiting the lineman to come quick. And their screen play goes for about 20 yards, or excuse me, about 40 yards.
3:42 to go. Clock is running here in the first quarter. Bedford with 1 play into Dover territory. 34 yards to score. Just 1 receiver on this play. 2 in the backfield. And a handoff. Good for about 4 yards gain. And number 6, Colby Snow was the carrier. Actually just get it over the 30-yard line. Call it 29.5. That's good for 5 yards. 2nd down and 5 coming in here for the Bulldogs.
Tough, hard run there by Snow. He had some energy in him, got those legs rolling, smashed into the defensive player, the tackler, and picked up 5.
Bedford rolls with 2 receivers, 1 to each side, 1 in the backfield. Parker Henrishon in motion. He stops. There's the snap. And the ball up the middle to Saphir. He finds a gap and gets all the way down to the 19-yard line. 1st down, Bedford.
He showed a little patience there, too. He got into the hole, and it was pretty tight, and then all of a sudden it opened up. So a very slight pause gave him an extra 10 yards or so.
So Bedford's moving the ball here. Two plays and about 50 yards of offense. Running with the same formation here. Split receivers, 1 to each side. Saphir in the backfield.
Dover shows blitz, and they're coming.
Saphir at the ball again. This time skips over to his left and picks up big yards for the 1st down. He gets it down to the 10-yard line. Looks like it'll be 1st and goal.
Just about a
Just
yard
shy,
short.
okay.
A yard short.
So Saphir with 9 yards on that carry. Bedford on the 11. They get to the 9 for the 1st. And that was a good play call, good reaction to the blitz. Saphir just kind of stepped to his side and found a lane.
He sure did. He bounced it out. He was looking like he was going off tackle and bounced it out an extra hole and picked up 9.
Irwin in the backfield this time. Here's motion by Snow. And a great move there by Michael. He's heading for the end zone and scores. Touchdown. Joe Michael calls his own number, takes it into the end zone. 13-7 Bedford.
Misdirection play. They got the defense thinking out to their left as Colby Snow is in motion quickly out to the offense's right side. Joe Michael fakes it to him, pulls it down, and goes to the misdirection. Goes back to the left side and had a lot of room to work with.
And Michael has no time to celebrate because you got to get out there and kick the extra point. Ball is down, kick is up, and it's a block. No good.
No,
Or is it actually a line drive? Just barely got over. Somebody got their paw on that ball, but nonetheless, it went through. It's 14-7 Bedford.
That definitely was not the prettiest point after attempt, but it went through and it still counts. So 14-7, Bedford leads.
I believe Andrew Gazinskis is the holder for Joe, number 2.
That sounds about right. You usually have either a punter or a wide receiver back there ready to catch the snap, put it down. It's a sometimes overlooked critical aspect of special teams, the snap, the hold. The kick you always see. You always know the name of the kicker, but rarely know the name of the snapper and the holder.
Hey, best of luck to the undefeated field hockey team. They host Exeter tomorrow, Saturday, here at Bulldog Stadium. JV plays at 10, varsity at 11:30. Come on out and support your Bulldogs. So Michael tees it up, ready to kick it off here. 3 touchdowns so far in this first quarter. 2 for the Bulldogs, 1 for Dover. It's another line driver squibbing on the ground. A little bit of trouble handling the ball, finally picked up there by Davis, evades 1 tackle and manages to get up to the 20-yard line, maybe the 21, and that's where Dover will begin.
Yeah, they're opting for those squib-type kicks, kicking away from the deep man and getting the ball on the ground. Because of the unusual shape of the football, it's not going to bounce the same way every time. So you get that bobble, it gets your coverage team an extra few seconds to get down there and make a tackle deep in Dover territory.
So they mark it at the 21, 1:24 to go here in the first quarter. Bedford up 14-7, scoring on both of their possessions in this first quarter. Dover comes out with 4 receivers set. All alone in the backfield is Lopez Sullivan. Now there's motion and handoff. Sniffed out by the Bulldogs. They stop him for no gain. That's number 25, Brady McInnes, carrying the ball for Dover.
Yeah, and again, Magnus Steele is playing that defensive left end, setting the edge, trying to keep contained, making the runner run back to the inside where he has pursuit coming from his other defensive linemen and the linebackers. So nice job by Magnus Steele setting the edge.
So 2nd down and 9, they're going to give him a yard on that carry. Dover with 1 man in the back, that's McInnes again. 4 receivers. Trying to spread the Bedford defense.
Oof.
Oh,
wow.
Lopez Sullivan had to evade a sack, but manages to get away and gets the ball away to the receiver, Gabriel Rubio, who evades some tackles and gets it all the way up to the 41-yard line. That's going to be good for a 1st down for Dover.
Talk about evading tackles. That was Lopez Sullivan right there. 2 defensive linemen coming in on him. Used his elusive athleticism and ducked in between both of them and found his receiver to get positive yardage.
About 20 seconds to go here in the first. We'll see if Dover snaps the ball before the end of the first quarter.
Yeah,
3 receivers.
Three
receivers are to the left of Lopez Sullivan. He finds a man on his right side, though. That's McInnes. Gets the ball and takes it down to the Dover 47. That's going to wrap up. Nope, they're going to call, they stop the clock with 2.4 seconds left. So 1 more play to go here. It'll be 2nd down and 3 at the 48.
Simple little stop route on the near sideline to McInnes. 7 yards and out. Good timing, good pitch, good catch, and he stepped out of bounds to get another play in the first quarter.
3 receivers again to the left of Lopez Sullivan. McInnes in the backfield with Lopez Sullivan. He rolls to his left, waits, throws, tried to hit Davis, but Davis wasn't looking for the ball, looks like. So that goes incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Plenty of action. 14-7, Bedford in the lead.
That's a tough play right there for a quarterback. He's a right-handed thrower. He's going to his left. He needs to get his shoulders and hips around, and it's a tough motion to make. So, but although Lopez Sullivan has shown some athleticism back there already, I think that might have just been a miscommunication with his receiver.
Cross-country team having a great time, too. We wish them luck. They have a meet tomorrow, the Bobcat Invitational down in Durham. The team is coming off a strong performance at NHCI this last week, so it's really good to hear all our athletic teams are doing well. Volleyball, for example, they return to action Monday. They host Pinkerton. Girls are undefeated, 2-0.
Good start to the fall season.
And I think our athletic director, Corey Parker, deserves a little credit for that. Putting together a good squad of coaches and assistants.
Sure, we'll give him kudos for that.
The buck stops at his desk. So why not the kudos? So coming up on 3rd and 3 from the Dover 48. Dover now going from right to left. We'll see if the Bulldogs can pull off a stop here. Same formation, 3 receivers to the left, actually 2 to the right, five receivers set, empty backfield for Lopez Sullivan. Takes the ball, waits, Cox once.
Got a hand up, and it's picked.
It's
Looks
a
like
pick.
It's picked.
The ball was blocked by a lineman for Bedford and intercepted. Another turnover for the Bulldogs.
I believe it was Parker Henrishon that came down with that. After the tip at the line of scrimmage, he kept his eyes up, hands up, and Henrishon comes down with an interception.
So that's more than a stop. Not only did they force a turnover here, but they managed to move the ball another 8 or 10 yards closer to the goal line. They're at the Dover 38-yard line with 1st and 10.
Yeah, again, turnovers are killers here. That's why you hear so much talk of it throughout all of football, that turnovers are such a key aspect of the game. And here again, we see a big mistake leading to excellent field position.
Bulldogs sniffing an opportunity here. They scored on both of their possessions, trying to do 3 in a row here. There's motion from Snow. The handoff up the middle to Safiri. Buck breaks through and gets down to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 4 and be 2nd down and 6.
Look like Lopez Sullivan on the tackle there, coming up from his safety position. Good blocking in the front 7. And Sphere got through to that next level.
Gain of 4 in the play. Makes it 2nd and 6.
14-7, Bedford in the lead. 11:23 to go in the half. As they come to the line, looks like a 3-receiver set. Henrishon and Snow to the right. Looks like the Grudzinskis to the left. And a blitz. Screen up the middle. They get Saphir. He's got room. Going for the end zone. Looks like he's going to make a touchdown. Bedford.
That was a 34-yard touchdown play.
34-yard pass play. Beat the blitz. Found Saphir over the middle for a short pass. He takes it all the way to the end zone. 20-7, Bedford.
And Bedford's taking advantage of those aggressive linemen on the defensive front for Dover. Get those screen passes set up. If they're committing upfield, you have big trouble behind if there's nobody there to tackle.
And the snap, perfect. Michael sends it through. It's 21-7, Bedford.
Excellent run after the catch, too, by Sphere. Again, weaving around, was out far sideline, cut back into the middle, and evaded all tacklers. Nice play, start to finish. And again, Bedford capitalizes on a turnover.
Firing on all cylinders here. They certainly look a lot more effective than they did last week, finding a lot of room in the open field once they get the receivers the ball.
3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. Coach Matthews has to be thrilled.
Quick reminder, we would like you to come out and support the football team next weekend as they host their annual car wash fundraiser that happens at St. Elizabeth Seton from 11 to 2 p.m. on Saturday, September 18th. So get your car washed and help out the football team.
I need my car washed. I might have to get down there.
Working at the car wash.
Oh, jeez. Stick to the play-by-play, Harry. Please.
Yeah, I'm not very good at karaoke. I'm sorry. Michael ready to kick it off here.
We need George Cox to help you out here a little bit. I mean, gosh, that's terrible.
Another pooch punt or kick. Bounces to the 20-yard line. Picked up there by Lopez Sullivan, I think. And he gets it up to the 35, 36-yard line. So about a 16-yard return.
A little dirty laundry on the play. We'll see what the flag is. Could be an illegal block. They're talking it over, so the ball's currently spotted at the 35, but there is a flag to sort out.
Talking about George Cox, Mr. Disco Ball.
Yeah.
Every Friday at noon, Saturday night, Sunday at 11.
Love
Tune
it.
in for Disco Ball 2000. Wilson.
He's getting after it.
Chop block here is the call on Dover. That's going to be a 15-yarder.
Yeah, that's going to set them way back to their 20-yard line. So tough field position for them. Again, they're starting from their own 20. They started in their own 21 last time.
So another miscue there, moving the green wave back. 2 turnovers and now a big penalty. Several penalties in this game, in fact. There's a snap to Lopez Sullivan. Oof. Gets away from one tackle, manages to pick up some good yards, some hard-fought yards, gets it up to the 31-yard line. We'll call that a gain of 6 on first down. 2nd down and 4 coming up.
Looked like Henryshawn almost had him by his shirt tail, but he got away at the last little minute and got about 6 or 7 more yards after that.
Yeah, correction, it's the 9-yard gain, so they're going to be on the 29-yard line. Nope, they're going to say he made it to the first down marker at the 30, so another 1st and 10 there.
Yeah, Coach Matthews didn't like the spot. You could see him giving him a hard time.
So Lopez Sullivan showing some elusiveness in the backfield when he calls his own number. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side, 1 in the backfield. And it looks like they're going to call a timeout here, talk things over.
Dover calls timeout.
So 10:13 to go here in the half. Bedford scoring on every one of their possessions. They lead 21-7. 2 of those coming off of turnovers, a fumble on the first drive and an interception at the line of scrimmage by Henryshawn, you believe he was the one?
That was Henryshawn, yeah. So I'm not sure who got their hand on the ball originally. It could have been Henryshawn himself, but could have been one of his defensive line mates. But I'm pretty confident it was Henryshawn that came down with the interception. The big tight end on the offensive side has some hands. Athletic kid, so not surprising to see him come up with that defensive turnover.
While we got a moment here, let's thank our sponsors, the Bedford Bulldogs Athletic Booster Club. Some of the sponsors include Spectrum Marketing, Gear Up Bedford, Andrade Management Group, Wicked Good Butcher, New Hampshire Orthopedic Center, BEI Network, Loudon Family Orthodontics, Liberty Hill Construction, Realty One Group Next Level, and River Road Pediatrics. Thank you for your support of Bedford Athletics.
But it's still there.
1st and 10 from the 30-yard line for the Green Wave. Here's motion by Davis, but the throw instead to the sideline, and they snuffed that out. No problem there. The tackle made by Hunter Fennessy on number 18, Connor Sheehan. That's going to be a loss of 2 yards.
Yeah, quick pitch into the boundary here to their near sideline. And as you mentioned, Fennessy was all over that. Yeah, it didn't look like they were covering that well at first. They had 3 receivers to the near boundary and only 2 defensive backs this side. They knew Brett Davis was going in motion, but if they run a pattern out of that, they're overloading this side, and that's going to cause trouble for the defense. Again, same thing here. 3 receivers to the near boundary and only 1 defensive back over here.
Just a quarterback all alone. Lopez Sullivan throws it to his receiver, came back for the ball, and a flag is thrown on the play. Not much of a gain. The receiver there, number 23, Gabriel Rubio, came back to kind of create a screen, kind of a bubble screen. Picked up a few yards, got it up to the 35-yard line, but there's a flag on the field. We'll find out what that is.
Yeah, and senior defensive back Andrew Gudinskis is pretty convinced that's going to be on the Dover Little Green.
Or Green Wave, actually.
Green Wave.
In second quarter action, Winnicott is leading Concord 14-0.
Yeah, you might have just heard that. Winnicott with a 14-0 lead over Concord in the second. It looks like a holding call here on Dover. And a spot foul is going to move him back to the 25-yard line. So it'll be a 2nd down and 15 with 9:15 to go here in the half.
2nd and 14.
2 receivers out there on each side, 1 in the backfield. Lopez Sullivan takes the snap, throws it across to Dover, kind of a long throw. over the head of Davis, and that goes incomplete.
Yeah, it looked like a modified pseudo screen pass here to the near side to Davis, and it was just out of his reach over his head.
And that throw actually was a real rainbow. He could have had a more direct line to the receiver. Might have developed quicker, but instead Davis had to wait for the ball to get to him because it was just looping in the sky.
And that could be attributed to the defensive line putting pressure on Lopez Sullivan.
So here we go, third down and 14. Lopez Sullivan back to pass, has to evade one rusher. Now he's taking off with the ball, picking up some yardage, but gets close. Or did he get a first down? He did, okay. Yeah. He got all the way up to the 45-yard line, so the scramble there by Lopez Sullivan converts the first down on a 3rd and long.
Yep, pass play designed out to the far sideline, which was into the boundary. And again, play fell apart, so Lopez relied on his feet to get the needed yardage, about a 20-yard gain for them.
8:38 to go here in the first half. Bedford leads 21-7. Dover moving here. They're at their own 46-yard line. Lopez Sullivan throws, finds a man, and is going to pick up almost enough for a first down there, get it to the Bedford 45-yard line.
Yeah, it was tough play right there as Colin Chandonnet was coming off. He's one of their defensive backs for the Bulldogs. He seemed to be injured, so Owen Christopher was sprinting onto the field and didn't get there in time to cover that pass play.
Dover running the hurry up here. They got back to the line of scrimmage quickly. They're short by 1 yard. 8 minutes to go here. 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line, the Bedford 45. Here's the throw, and it was a low throw that had to be picked up off the ground by Rubio. He had to get on his knees, which of course made him down.
Yeah, it's tough to have the sense at the time, but he's better off dropping that ball. He's at a 3-yard loss there because his knees are on the ground. So he's spotted back at the 48-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 4.
Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers are on the right side. Lopez Sullivan waits, and he gets sacked. Looks like Saphir got to him. Look.
Yeah.
Logan Sphere.
Sure is. Defensive end coming off the right side. Got his hand on his back. And Lopez Sullivan decided to pull it down at that point, and Sphere finished it off.
Big loss of about 7 yards on that play.
Huge play on 3rd and 5. They're going to force him to punt here.
And it looks like Snow and Grudinskis are back, both for Bedford on this punt. Trying to get the number of the punter. It's number 18. It's Connor Sheehan will be doing the honors.
Yep. Coach Matthews is going to take a timeout. Dover came out in a spread punt formation, so their splits in between coverage players was quite wide.
No.
And Coach Matthews was not familiar with that alignment, so he wanted to call a timeout, make sure that his players knew what to do on this punt return play.
Bedford Band will be performing at the half. I don't believe Dover brought their band, did they?
I haven't seen them here yet, no. I don't think they're here.
So it's going to be all the Bedford show at halftime. You'll be able to see that on BC TV, channels 23 and 1072. We have a short interview with Coach Matthews that we did a few days ago. We'll play that for you at halftime. And getting ready for the punt here, Sheehan, he's got 3 blockers, but gets the punt away. And it's fumbled, but picked up quickly there by Grudinskis. No harm, no foul. Ball will be at the 15-yard line, so no return. Bedford takes over on their own 15. They've got 6:38 to work with here in the half.
Solid punt there by Connor Sheehan, too. Got a nice spiral all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A little bit of a bobble there by Grudinskis, but he was able to jump back on it. Didn't quite muff it, but it was close. Of
He
course,
just kind of went through his hands and just landed at his feet, so fairly easy to recover. He was able to pick the ball up before any Dover players got to him.
Green Wave was down there in good coverage, so.
Here comes Bedford, 2 receivers, one in the backfield. And there's motion there by Snow. Handoff to Saphir, finds a gap, picks up about 10 yards, good for a first down there. He was following the lead block of Jake Bosa.
I noticed that same thing, a big man rumbling through that hole. You never call the offensive lineman out, but I sure saw Jake Bosa on that one. Great play with him.
He was plowing.
Big lead
plowing
block.
the snow.
Absolutely. Helped with that 9-yard gain there. Excellent job by the senior.
So 2nd and 1 here at the Bedford 25, 6-minute mark here remaining in the first half. They lead 21-7.
Yeah, Bosa was a pulling guard on that.
And handoff again to Saphir, finds a gap, keeps going, gets the first down and more, all the way to the Bedford 33-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10.
Yeah, picking his way through there, too. There's a bit of debris in his way with tacklers and linemen all over the place, and Saphir was weaving his way through.
You got to admire a running back's vision when they can see the hole in all that chaos.
Absolutely.
Bodies flying everywhere, people blocking each other, and yet a running back can find the hole.
That's tough. That's that field vision. You know, knowing where the cutbacks are, knowing where the hole is, knowing the timing, knowing when to pause. A lot of it's practice and making sure that your blockers are in the right spot at the right time, but a tremendous amount of it is that innate vision.
1st and 10 here, Bedford on the 33-yard line. A little bit of confusion for the Bulldogs. They're going to call timeout and talk things over.
Yeah, they weren't quite lined up the way they wanted to be. You saw the tight ends switching sides. You saw the receivers switching sides. So something got mixed up in the huddle. Probably a good choice to burn a timeout.
Yeah, they had 2, so they could spare one here with 5:14 to go and a 2-touchdown lead here, 21-7. Girls soccer team 4-0 right now, thanks to a 1-0 overtime victory against Alvern, and they'll be traveling to Nashua North, Stello Stadium on Tuesday, hoping to push that record to 5-0. Michelle Winning and her crew doing a great job once again.
They sure are. Solid, talented group on that squad. Good to see them having success early here in the season.
Yeah, the girls soccer have quite the winning tradition, as do the boys with Stu Pepper. Here we go now. Kind of a T formation in the backfield. 2 running backs. Fake to the handoff, but here's the throw. Woo. And they hit Snow. Down the sideline. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10, 5. Touchdown! Touchdown, Bedford.
Little misdirection play out of the timeout. Lulled them to sleep. They thought it was going to be a run on the play action. Russell Irwin was helping out with the blitz pickup.
67 yards.
Deep down the near sideline. Colby Snow, and he outran that last defender. Valiant attempt there by the last defender, who was Brady McInnes, but he couldn't quite get a shoestring. And Snow is in for 6.
Now Grudzinskis is ready to hold the ball for Michael on this extra point try. Ball is down.
Blocked.
It's a low one. He had a little trouble on the set there. Extra point, no good. Keeps the score at 27-7.
So see if we can see what happened on that replay there. Tough snap. They got the hold down, but the kick was low, and actually the Green Wave got a couple of jumpers behind the line of scrimmage that got up and got a piece of that, but
it was a bit of a line drive though. Didn't get quite the height that the last kick had. But still, big lead here, 20 points for the Bulldogs. They're having a great time of it here.
27-7. Again, Coach Matthews has to be pleased with this first half action.
And this half has been just tremendous. Great way to bounce back from last week, where they had a lot of turnovers and they were getting kind of pushed around by a very physical Winnicott team. Here, they're the one meeting out the punishment here against Dover.
They sure are. A lot of 3-and-outs last week, a lot of muddled offensive possessions. It's been a touchdown every possession this evening.
Dover has not been able to stop them yet. And here's a pooch kick. It's going to land right about the 20-yard line and returned to, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Number 9 for Dover is Jacob Bernier.
On the return.
So that's going to set the Green Wave up with possession at the 37. They've got exactly 5 minutes to work with. Try to get some points on the board. They were able to answer Bedford in the first quarter, but 2 turnovers and a stop on punt that was helped by a number of very big penalties have stopped them on those drives.
It's their best field position to start a drive tonight for Dover.
Davis with the motion, but instead the ball goes up the middle for very little gain here, only up to about the 38, maybe not even, no gain.
Tackled by George to take this. Gain of 1 on the play.
Good play by George Tatakis to sniff that out, the senior defensive lineman.
They're going to give him 1, so it's 2nd and 9 now at the Dover 38, 4:30 to play in the first half. 3 receivers on the set. And the back splits off, waiting, wide open, but it's not looking his way, though.
Ooh.
The pass goes to number 11, Bryce Carberry, and he's able to pick up the first down up to the 48-yard line of Dover.
Little spin move there by the sophomore tight end. Got him some extra yardage and enough to move the sticks.
At their own 49.
So Dover's got some momentum here. They're going to mark them at the 49-yard line, their own 49.
With an athletic quarterback like Lopez Sullivan, you're almost thinking that Bedford's going to go into a spy linebacker type position where you have Irwin or somebody similar in that middle linebacker position just spying on what Lopez Sullivan does. Follow him all over the place.
And here's a reverse. Davis with the ball, turns the corner, picks up about 10 yards, still running. Now they finally got him down at the Bedford 49-yard line. That's going to be good for about 5 yards, maybe 6. So that was a really quick reverse there. They handed it off to the first running back, who then gave it to Davis going in the other direction. A little misdirection play.
Lopez Sullivan trying to keep his offense up-tempo. They snap it quickly, look near side to the boundary.
He fakes the pass, now runs to the sideline. Winds up really not picking up much there. Might have even lost a half a yard. Nobody open there for Lopez Sullivan.
He did get out of bounds, though, and was able to stop the clock, so they save a timeout as they work with limited time here. Only 3:15 left in the first half.
Makes it 3rd down and 4.
So 3rd and 4 here on the 44-yard line of Dover. They're on Bedford's to 44, I should say. 5 receivers out there, nobody in the backfield. A quick throw out to Davis.
Ooh,
and
good
snuffed
tackle.
right out there by Snow. Knocks him out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
It's going to be close on this.
Very close. Might be just enough for a first down. The marker is on the inside of the 40.
Little swing pass to Davis there. Had some speed to get out to that wide side. But Snow did an excellent job of chasing him down.
Officials still trying to figure out the mark here, and they're going to call this a first down. Okay,
yeah,
they didn't advance the yard marker. It still says 4. Now they changed it to 1. So it is a first down for the Dover Green Wave. 2:50 to go here. 1st and 10 on the Bedford 41-yard line. Lopez Sullivan waits, now takes off. Still on his feet, evading tacklers, gets a first down. In fact, gets all the way to the 25-yard line, so about a 15-yard run there by Lopez Sullivan.
He's elusive when he gets into the open field.
He's really a weapon that they haven't made enough use of in this game. Lopez has been trying to find receivers open. He hasn't taken off as much as he could, but when he does, he's very effective.
Of course, he had the first touchdown and only touchdown for the Green Wave. There he goes
and
again.
Lopez tries to get away again, but this time he's brought down by Henrishon. No gain on the play.
It looked like there was another player, I couldn't quite see who it was, who got a hand on Lopez Sullivan's leg.
Slowed him down enough, yeah.
And then
Henderson
Henderson mopped it up.
So the loss is actually 2 yards back to the 27-yard line. So 2nd down and 12 here with 1:42 to go. Clock is ticking. Still two timeouts here for the Dover Green Wave. Empty backfield. Lopez Sullivan with the snap and the throw down to the 21-yard line. And that is Rubio. It was a low throw. He was on the ground when he caught that, so the play is dead right there. Picks up
about 5 yards or so.
So they're going to call this 3rd down and 8. Clock is running, minute and 10.
Low snap on that last one, too. That's something worth watching.
Lopez Sullivan drops back. Throw over the middle, finds a man. Ooh. And the ball gets stripped away. It would have been a 1st down.
Yeah. Evan Sabati got his left hand in there.
He broke up the pass play by Bryce Carberry, that sophomore tight end. Had the ball in his hands, but then got it stripped right out.
That's what you teach your defensive backs to do, strip down on that ball.
So 1 minute to go here in the first, and they're going to go for it here on 4th down, 4th and 8 for Dover. Trying to get some points on the board here before the half.
Get somebody to spy here.
Don't forget
Sullivan's running threat.
And now they're going to call timeout. Dover does, talk things over. Don't forget that Bedford gets the ball on the second half because Dover won the toss and took the possession first, and they turned the ball over on a fumble. So they really have a lot of pressure here. They need to score. They're in enemy territory. They've got to get some points on the board here. I'm not sure what their kicker is like, so I don't know if field goal is an option.
Well, Connor Sheehan has done some kicking. He kicked off, and he also did the punting. Not sure what his range is. Didn't see it in the pregame. It's ball spotted right now on the 21-yard line, so it'd be about a 38-yard field goal attempt if they were to go for it here. And it's not a short kick for a high schooler.
We just got a Londonderry Nashua South score announced. Was that 16-0? They said Londonderry up. Thank you. Here we go, 4th and 8 on the Bedford 21-yard line. Lopez Sullivan rolls to his right, pauses, tries to get away from one rusher, has to go the other way.
Ooh.
Got to block to spring him, but the pass is incomplete. Saphir got taken out there. Gabriel Rubio was the intended target, but Lopez Sullivan had to take off on the run. Wasn't very accurate with his throw.
But did a marvelous job at avoiding a sack there. Honestly, I thought they had him gobbled up here about 4 or 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, he was all the way at the 35. I think he had lost. He went back about 14, 15 yards trying to evade tacklers.
And did so, but just threw the ball a little too far behind Rubio, so he wasn't able to adjust and come down with that. So 50 seconds left here in the first half.
And a timeout still to go. We can see if Bedford might at the very least get inside field goal range here. Joe Michael's got a pretty good leg, could probably hit from about 30 to 35 yards. So let's say that the target here is to get to at least the 20-yard line.
I'm not sure if I missed a timeout call, but there seems to be quite a delay in between the turnover on downs here.
Officials just talking things over. Now I think they finally have it worked out.
We're all good now. Bedford will come up to the ball.
Here we go. Bedford up 27-7. There's 50 seconds left in the half. Let's see if they can put some more points on the board. Nope, they're just going to kneel it out.
Okay, they're content with a 20-point lead. Instead of chucking it downfield and have an interception return, they figure they're going to run out the clock here to head into the locker room with a 20-point lead.
30 seconds left here. They're just going to wait a little while. They've got 2 in the backfield just to kind of protect the ball. Michael takes the snap, kneels it out, and that's going to do it for the first half. So this is the only way Bedford failed to score is when they decided to kneel things out. And back for Bedford are Snow and Grudinskis. Here comes the kick.
Oh, good kick.
Got a lot of leg into that. Snow picks it up at the 5-yard line. He's running. Found a seam.
He's got some room.
He's got a hole here. Let's see if he goes. He's in a foot race here. He's got a man on him. Brought him down. Sheehan was the one, the last hope of Dover. Managed to tackle him on the 31-yard line. But a huge return there for number 6, Colby Snow.
Big momentum play there, too. You have really a huge play to start the half there. Just a shame he couldn't quite get past Sheehan on that last shirt-tail tackle, but another outstanding play for Bedford in the kicking game, and now they have great field position on the 32-yard line. I have to give credit to the BCTV crew as we were checking out the instant replay. Thank you very much to George Cox and Bill Jennings for getting that set up, and this was a great example of seeing Snow cut it right up the middle and found a seam.
That was a 64-yard return by Snow. Now off the pass, Snow gets the ball on a bubble screen. Now he's going to finish the job, taking it in for a touchdown. 32-yard throw. Screen pass from Michael to Snow, and Snow gets that touchdown that he was denied on the return.
Yeah, 95 yards right there, all for Snow. Most of it on the kick return and the rest of it on that pass reception. Great individual effort by Snow, and he's absolutely exhausted as he goes back out for the PAT.
So here we go. What do we have here? A little timeout?
I think they're just...
Okay.
Oh, they might go for 2 here. Yeah, they're going to go for 2, right?
Try to make it an even 35. Okay, that's what's happening.
Yeah, you miss a PAT, you usually are going to try to make that up in your next touchdown score. So they're going for 2 here.
Single receiver to the left, 2 in the backfield. Michael in the shotgun. He drops back, goes to his right, rolling to his right. Will he run? No, the throw.
Top.
It's incomplete.
He had Grudinskis coming deep in the back of the end zone from the far side, and he just didn't quite see him. He had his hand up and everything. If you just look to that goalpost, that's tough to see when he's rolling out to his right. So 2-point conversion is no good, but the 32-yard touchdown pass after the 64-yard kickoff return, those are good. So they put Bedford up 33-7.
And that is the 4th touchdown pass for Joe Michael. He is having a day.
And how about Snow, too? 99 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns. That's a pretty good average.
So Dover awaits the kickoff. They're finally going to get the ball, but they're way down 26 points with about a half to make that up. Joe Michael sets the ball up on the 40.
Not impossible, right? So the Bulldogs scored 27 points in the first half, but they do have a lot of work to do here.
So here we go. Let's see what Michael does on the kick here. If it's the long kick or a pooch. It is a squibber. Rolling down to the 10-yard line, and they're going to let that go out of bounds, and they'll take the penalty here.
Sure will. I'll come out to the 40.
So that'll give Dover some good field position. Kickoff out of bounds, puts the ball at the 40. Or, yes, at the 40-yard line. No, 35, sorry. Get our NFL and high school rules mixed up here. .11:40 to go here in the third quarter. Bedford only needed one play, to get on the scoreboard in this second half. 3 receivers to the right. And here's an option pitch. Driven out of bounds after just about a 3-yard gain. The carrier was number 25. That is Brady McInnes.
Cal McAuliffe did a great job sniffing that one out, the linebacker. Junior, 6'4".
Gain of 2 on that play. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 from the Dover 37. Empty backfield here for Lopez Sullivan. Low snap. Had to get away from Saphir. Rolling. Now he takes the throw down the sideline. It is complete for a 1st down. A catch there by Rubio. Puts him into Bedford territory on the 45-yard line.
I have to give the Green Wave receivers some credit here. They do a nice job of the scramble drill where their initial route may not be open, but they do find an open spot to sit down and present a good target for Lopez Sullivan.
So Green Wave on the move here. 3 receivers in a diagonal set to the right. And now motion to Rubio. He takes the handoff, finds the seam up the middle, picks up some big yards, gets another 1st down, I believe. Gets it all the way to the 35-yard line.
I agree. He did find a nice seam right up the middle there. I'm not sure if it was designed to go inside like that, but it sure did, and he found 10 yards.
10:22 left here in the 3rd quarter. Dover, after giving up a quick touchdown to the Bulldogs, are on the move now, trying to get on the scoreboard once again. Lopez, Sullivan fakes a handoff, and that almost got intercepted.
Yeah, Russell Irwin was right there, middle linebacker position. He read pass, took his drop, and I'm not sure if Lopez Sullivan saw him because that was right in his area.
Yeah, that was intended for Brett Davis. So 2nd down and the clock stopped with 10:07 to go after the incomplete pass.
A decent collision there on that too.
So the backfield is empty. 5 receivers in the set here. Lopez Sullivan takes the snap, quick throw, and he gets it over to McInnes. And he gets it over the 30 down to about the 28-yard line. That's going to be good for 7 yards, so it'll be 3rd and 3.
Yeah, timing route again. You know, Lopez Sullivan gets the snap, looks over, just a pause, and then delivers.
There's a snap.
Same play.
And hits McInnes the same. Gets him just over the 1st down marker, I believe. Yep, they're going to give him a 1st down.
Now, this is where offensive coordinators like to be a little coy, right? So they establish that too quick 5-yard stop route. Now you might see a double route next time they come to the near boundary.
So they're at the 23-yard line, 1st and 10. Green Wave making moves here in the 3rd quarter.
That double route is a stop and go, right?
And a fake handoff.
Ooh, Sphere.
Didn't fool anybody. Lopez Sullivan sacked by Saphir. It's going to be a loss of about 7 or 8 yards. All the way back to the 27-yard line.
Big play. He gets by Sphere there. He's got a lot of room out to the left side into the boundary. And Sphere makes the sure-handed tackle.
So now it's 2nd and 15. There's a snap. Logan Sullivan finds his receiver over the middle. He hangs onto the ball but takes a shot.
Good pop there by Finn O'Neill. Came up from his safety position. Yeah, and you don't like to see this. Bryce Carberry took a shot there, and now he's winded. He probably got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, he took quite the shot there, but he hung on to the ball.
He sure did.
And I believe didn't get a 1st down, but he got it to 3rd and 1.
He takes a moment, takes his helmet off. He'll go to the sideline, catch his breath. That's just a good, tough football play right there.
He gets a hand as he leaves the field.
I have to say, it wasn't an illegal hit either. I mean,
no, it's just the timing.
Yeah, Finn O'Neill came up. It was the timing. He got his shoulder in there strong. And the momentum from both of those players just made a pretty big collision.
No, you want to jar the ball loose.
Sure.
Nothing wrong with that play. Unfortunately, it kind of stung number 11 on the way out there, Bryce Carberry. So here we go. 8:32 left here in the 3rd. The clock is running now. 3rd and 1. You got to believe that Dover's going to take 2 tries here if they don't get the 1st down on this one.
Yeah, bunched receivers to the left here.
See if anybody
False
comes
start.
loose.
Yeah, number 7 false starter. They might call neutral zone infraction, but
Yeah, I was going to say, I saw the Bedford player jump. Did you see somebody on
Yeah.
the Dover side make a move?
yeah, number 7 Josh Stanley, who was playing the left tight end here. He came up out of his stance, and I'm not sure if they'll call neutral zone or a false start.
Jacob Ben was the Bedford player who reacted,
Yeah,
and they're going to call false start. So another error on the Green Wave here. That's their 4th penalty of the game.
And that's really, honestly, a smart play by the Green Wave. They're trying to get the easy first down and bark out a couple cadences, get the defense to jump, and it worked, but it also worked on their left tight end. So the false start pushes them back to 3rd and 6.
They're at the 18-yard line. They have to get to the 12. Empty backfield, 5 receivers out there. Lopez Sullivan looks. Now he's got to get away from one rusher. Rolls to his right. Finds the man along the sideline. That's Davis. He gets hit, but he hangs onto the ball out of bounds. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 3.
Exceptional touch on that pass, too. He was going over the head of a defensive back, and Lopez Sullivan just had to thread it in nicely. Davis turns, adjusts to the ball, comes down with it, and gets inside the 5-yard line.
I got to say that despite being down by as many points as they are, Lopez Sullivan has been very impressive.
He sure has. Coach Matthews was certainly illustrating his anticipating of Lopez Sullivan being such a dynamic player, and we're seeing it play out.
And he's going to call his own number here on the sweep, but he runs into a crowd of Bulldogs. I have him snuffed out at about the 1-yard line, so gain of 2 right there. It'll be 2nd and goal from about the 1.
Yeah, he's on about the 6-inch line there. I'm not sure how far out. That's tough, man. Those side judges, I don't know how they see how far progress the offensive players make when there are 6, 8, 10 players around the ball. Wow, look at this spread formation causing some confusion here.
Wow, what do they got, 8 receivers out there?
No, so these are linemen. They're just taking gigantic splits.
Well, let's see what Bedford does here.
Yeah, so they're going to take a timeout. That's what they're going to do.
So Dover showing some creative play calling here.
Yeah, so those aren't wide receivers. Those are their offensive linemen. They're getting them way out, but they're still up on the line of scrimmage. So it's
I was going to ask you
formation.
if that was a legal formation.
It sure is. It sure is. So they keep the center and the guard on either side of the center right there ready to block for Lopez Sullivan. And they spread out the rest of the offense to either side.
That doesn't make them eligible receivers, though, does it?
No. Still only the last man on the line of scrimmage is the eligible receiver. So your tackle and your tight end are both spread out wide. The tackle is still ineligible, so good question. However, this is basically showing that Lopez Sullivan is such an athlete, and he has 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 blockers in close to him, and they're giving him a lot of room. And they're going to go to the same formation. Now it looks like they're going to go to their regular formation, right? So 5 wide.
And an empty backfield there for Lopez Sullivan. 7:02 left here in the 3rd quarter. 33-7 Bedford. Dover trying to close the gap here on 2nd and goal from the 1.
Right up the middle.
And Lopez just takes it in all by himself, touchdown Dover.
And you really saw it there. Coach Matthews was referencing the offensive line taking really wide splits. The splits are the distance between each of the offensive linemen. So the center to the guard to the tackle to the tight end. And in this case, their splits were quite wide, 3 feet almost in between each of those offensive linemen, trying to get as much space as possible for Lopez Sullivan.
So now Sheehan is ready to attempt the extra point. Try to cut the deficit down to 19 points. Kick is up, and it's good. So with exactly 7 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter, it is Bedford 33, Dover 14.
Lopez Sullivan's 2nd touchdown on the day, and he really has been the offensive driver for the Green Wave.
Be sure to update your athletic calendar here. Boys soccer will be here at Bedford High Stadium Tuesday against Nashua North. JV play at 4, varsity at 6. Volleyball returns to action Monday, hosting Pinkerton. The girls are undefeated at 2-0. I believe the game's at 5:30. And you've got the field hockey team here tomorrow against Exeter, 10 a.m. JV, 11:30 varsity. So plenty of Bulldog action, not just football. Come on out and support your Bulldogs.
We have Snow and Owen Christopher deep to receive this time. We'll see if they kick away from Snow, given that last return.
Sheen's kick, high, and it looks like it's going to go to Christopher. Gets away from one tackler. Now he's got a lane to the sideline. See if he can stay in bounds. Gets through all the way up to the 42-yard line. That was a great dynamic return there by Owen Christopher.
Yeah, the cutback at the 30-yard line got him an extra 12 yards. I think the coverage team figured he was going to go out of bounds there, and he didn't. So they're set up for their second possession of the third quarter on the 42-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 42-yard line. Bedford in good position here. Let's see if they can respond to the Dover touchdown with one of their own. They have a 19-point lead right now, 33-14 here in the third quarter. And unlike Dover with their hurry up, Bedford can just take their time here. Michael takes the handoff. Fakes the handoff, goes up the middle, and he picks up big yards, about 11 yards on that carry into Dover territory all the way to the 47.
And again, Lopez Sullivan right there with a touchdown-saving tackle. Joe Michael was nearly into the open field there, and if he avoids Lopez Sullivan, he's gone.
Clock is running, 6:28. Bedford just taking their time. They've got the green wave on the run here, very effective on the ground. Two in the backfield, two receivers, one on each side here. Henderson in motion. Looks like a offsides here. Number 7, Josh Stanley for Dover. Crossed over the neutral zone. He's going to get flagged here. Another penalty, I believe that's the 5th on the green wave.
Offsides against Dover.
So that's going to shorten it to a 1st and 5. Now it's 1st and 5 here. Two receivers to the left, but it's a handoff to Saphir. Gets away from one tackle. He's going to pick up about 2 yards on that play. Gets it down to the Dover 35-yard line.
Tackled by Lucas Russell.
Lucas Russell with the tackle there for Dover. Another big gainer there for Saphir.
That brings up 2nd down and 2.
Second down and 2. They gained 3 yards on that last play. Henderson motions. And handoff again to Saphir. Gets away from one tackler in the backfield. Pushes ahead to the 35-yard line. It's going to be a 1st down for Bedford.
Tackled by Andrew York. That run's good for a 1st down.
Looks like we're going to have a timeout here.
Looks like a Dover player is, if not injured, just taking his time getting up. Number 8, Lucas Russell.
It was an official's timeout. Injury.
He looks like he got up on his own power. That's good to see. And the clock is running once again, 4:50 to go here in the third.
They're certainly taking their time.
And we have a whistle here. I don't know if that's too much time on the play.
Yeah,
it is a delay game, so another penalty on Bedford. That's just their second. Another 5-yarder.
That's strange. There was an official timeout there, and yet the Bulldogs didn't get a playoff within their allotted time in between plays. That's kind of an odd situation there.
Yeah, I think somebody must have lost track. And I don't mean a Bedford player. Maybe the official didn't realize they had the timeout.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there was an official timeout for a player to get off the field, so not quite sure how that was a delay of game. But
So that makes it a 1st and 15. They're on the Dover 42-yard line. Another offsides here. Number 7, a little too eager, Josh Stanley.
that might have been the near side defensive tackle, number 73, Andrew York.
Thank you, 73, Andrew York. All I saw was the 7.
I think the fix was in there, right? Kind of a weird call on the delay of game, and then a quick 5-yard penalty to make it up. So we're back to 1st and 10.
That's got to drive the Dover coaching staff crazy, though, to have the team give up 5 yards on a penalty like that and give it right back to them with another mental error.
Bit of a gift.
So back to 1st and 10 at the 37. 2 receivers and 2 in the backfield for Bedford. And just a simple handoff up the middle. This is Irwin. He gets it up to about the 27, 26-yard line, fights for more yards. Close to a 1st down. I think he's going to be short by about 2.
A late flag coming in there. It looked like there might be unnecessary roughness at the end of the play. They were blowing the whistle down as he had made forward progress, and the back judge threw in a late flag. So I think it might be a personal foul, unnecessary roughness. We'll see what happens.
Well, they mark him down at the 28-yard line. I guess he had a knee down. He was still moving, so they're going to wave the flag off.
Okay, there you go. And you saw Russell Irwin there covering up the ball with 2 hands. He had a fumble last week at Winnicunnet, so he gets a touch here, and he's going to cover that ball up, make sure that they keep possession and keep that clock ticking.
4:10 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Just 1 receiver on this play, but they just keep running it. Ball's on the ground, but this time Bedford's on the spot to pick it up. Snow couldn't keep the handle, but Jake Bosa was there to pick up the loose ball. There's going to be a bit of a loss here. They're going to mark him back at the 32-yard line. So now Bedford's faced with a 3rd and 6.
Yeah, long-ish play here, but I'm sure they have something in their playbook. Get out into the flats, maybe. Out pattern on the outside. Get Joe Michael into space. Maybe roll him out to the right side. He's got a lot of room out here to the near sideline, which is the wide side of the field for them right now.
Henry Sean, a little bit of motion. Now Michael's going to drop back to pass. Rolls out. Will he keep running? Yes, he's going to run for the sideline. And he gets a 1st down.
Ooh, close. We'll see where the spot is.
I think they spotted him at the 24-yard line.
Yeah,
yes, they're
did.
indicating he got the 1st down.
Yeah, heads up scramble by Michael there. He did have a couple guys out in the pattern there, and I didn't see the need for them as he scrambled out. Got enough yardage to move the sticks. Move those chains up.
Clock stops at 3:09 to go in the 3rd. Bedford leading 33-14. Joe Michael with 5 touchdown passes. Correction, 4 touchdown passes and 1 touchdown he ran in. Now here's a pitch to the outside.
Yeah, Owen Christopher, nice little shoulder shimmy out there as he got around to the edge, leaned inside, baited the defenders to come in, and then went back to the outside, scrambled out there for a 4-yard gain or so. 4, maybe 5.
Or 4. keep moving it back and forth on the scoreboard. Okay, so it's 2nd and 6.
And again, because they've taken a measured approach here and kept the ball on the ground, that clock continues to tick as it's inside 2.5 minutes in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, Dover running the hurry-up offense didn't use much time. Bedford's happy to take as much time as they need to. Here's a pass to Snow along the sideline. He tiptoes his way down to the 15 or 14. That's going to be close to a 1st as well.
Yeah, a little evasive move there by Snow as he faked out McInnes, who was coming up for the tackle.
That was a nearly lateral pass there by Michael.
Sure was.
I don't know if that counts as a screen or a lateral, but
I'll give him the completion. And you saw, I think it was the strong safety sneaking down in there. Gabriel Rubio was coming in and was going to put pressure as they're starting to try to put pressure on the Bedford offense on some blitzes here from their defensive backs and linebackers. They know the ball's going to stay on the ground, and it does again here with Christopher.
Christopher moving along. He had number 75 all over him. That's number 75 for Dover is James Brackett with the tackle. But he's able to pick up about two yards on the play. 2nd and 8 coming up from the 13.
And the clock continues to tick. So inside 2 minutes now. You have to hand it to the Bedford offense here. Measured approach, ball control approach, and the time of possession here, specifically in the 3rd quarter, has been all Bedford.
Hendershon motions to the middle, and the handoff right there to Irwin. He gets tackled from behind by Josh Stanley, but not after he picks up about 2 yards. Coming up on a 3rd and 5 here.
That brings up 3rd down and 7.
Correction, I'm going to say 3rd and 7. At the 12-yard line, he needs to get to the 5 for another set of downs. And they're definitely within Michael's field goal range here. So if they decided to go for 3.
They're going to be close to a delay here, too. This is taking a little while in between plays.
They still have 3. And actually, they only have 2 timeouts here. And they're going for the corner of the end zone, and there's some contact there. No call. The pass intended for Colby Snow. Number 30, Brett Davis, was on the coverage and kind of made contact with Snow on that play, but the officials didn't throw the flag.
Yeah, to me it looked like it was inadvertent contact there. Yeah, you know, they're stepping on each other's feet. We're looking at the replay here. They're stepping on each other's feet. I honestly thought he had Russell Irwin out in the flat. That might have been a better look as you look back at it. They went to Snow pretty quick, but Irwin was out there in the flat and wide open.
Michael's going to try a 29-yard attempt from the right hash. The ball is down, kick is up, plenty of leg. Is it straight?
Yes,
it is good. Would have been good from 40, maybe 45 yards. Great kick there. But a 29-yarder there by Joe Michael with 36.4 left in the 3rd quarter gives Bedford the 36-14 lead.
And we've seen Joe Michael with the leg. I mean, a couple of PATs tonight have been low liners. They've gotten blocked, or one just went over that crossbar, but this was a beautiful kick. 29, almost 30-yarder. And Joe Michael puts him up 22 points.
He might be a little early, but we're talking player of the game here. I'd have to give it to Joe Michael. He's been directly responsible for all the points scored by the Bulldogs.
True. I don't know. It's hard to lean away from Snow, too, though. I mean, he's had an offensive output. The 2 catches in my mind that stand out are his 2 touchdowns. The 67-yard touchdown catch right there in the 2nd quarter, and then the 32-yard touchdown catch to open the 3rd quarter for the Bulldogs. So nearly 100 yards on just those 2 catches, and he had that 64-yard kickoff return to set them up.
Here's a squib kick. Caught by Stanley right at the 37-yard line. He just falls to the ground. The Green Wave will take over from there with 35.6 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, so that one, again, they're trying to squib it. They're trying to directionally kick, but and not have it go out of bounds for the penalty. But still, I'd like to see them get that a bit deeper. You know, keep it away from their athletes on the back line, but you know, you're still giving them up 37-yard starting position on their 37-yard line. So this is tied for their best starting position of the game.
Lopez Sullivan drops back, throws a short pass. And driven out of bounds right there by Irwin. They're going to draw a penalty there.
Oh.
Not Irwin, it was number 21, Owen Christopher, a little too aggressive, pushing the receiver out of bounds.
Jeez, man, that's ticky-tack right there.
Well,
it's not like he took him down out of bounds.
No,
right?
but he kept driving him after he went out of bounds.
That's a terrible call. Man, is that soft.
Well, they're going to give Dover at least a 15-yarder here.
Ugh.
Yep, personal foul call here on Bedford, on Owen Christopher.
Man, is that soft. I really don't like that call.
So that was only a 4-yard gain on the pass, going to turn into a 19-yard play when you add on the penalty.
We do have an injury here for the Bulldogs, too. I can't quite see who is down, but
I can't either.
might be Logan Sphere.
Yeah, Sphere, number 1. And he's being picked up off the ground. Doesn't look too bad. Maybe just as they say, the wind is knocked out of him.
Looks like he's grabbing his calf muscle there. Maybe it's either a cramp or maybe he took a shot there on his calf. But he is going to get up on his own power.
Dover taking a long time on the sideline. I don't know if I guess it's officials timeout because of the injury. They're taking advantage of that and talking things over on the sideline. Taking their time getting back to the line of scrimmage here. We'll see if the officials will call them for delay.
Possible. I don't know. Did you think that was a personal foul?
Yes, actually I do, because he kept driving the player after he was out of bounds. I can see why they called that.
Man, soft, Harry. You're getting soft.
Oh,
Ooh,
there's a
ball's
fumble
down.
on the snap, but Lopez Sullivan picks it up, but he's got to run for his life now.
Wow.
Gets away from 3 tacklers, gets away from a 4th one. Still going all the way up to the 35-yard line. Could have been a disaster. Now it's a near first down for Dover.
Nimble feet there, honestly. That was quite amazing.
Yeah, he got away from 4 Bulldogs there, a 5th one there.
And now,
Finally brought down by 2.
looks like
Oh,
Hunter Fennessy is down, grabbing his right knee. It looks like he's in some
that's
pain.
bad. He looks like he's in some discomfort. You're right, he's holding on to his knee. So the clock is officially 0 here. That we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Bedford leads 36-14. We have to wait a while until we find out the extent of that injury on Fennessy. While we have a moment, let's thank our Bedford Bulldog Athletic Boosters sponsors. They include Spectrum Marketing, Gear Up Bedford, Andrade Management Group, Wicked Good Butcher, New Hampshire Orthopedic Center, BEI Network, London Family Orthodontics, Liberty Hill Construction, Realty One Group Next Level, and River Road Pediatrics.
I love hearing you say "wicked good butcher." You
I
being
say it
from
the right way.
Buffalo, yeah. I mean, that's a real challenge for you, isn't it?
I try to give it that Boston accent.
Oh my gosh, that's gross. Oh, he said Boston.
Speaking of Buffalo, I'm going to be hopping on a plane. I'm going to be hopping on a flight out of Logan tomorrow to catch the home opener for the Steelers and Bills.
Oh wow, that should be exciting.
It's a 1 o'clock game. That's right, and it's being shown locally,
Okay.
so you don't have to.
Do you have your jersey? Did you get a jersey yet?
I've got a number of jerseys.
Which one are you wearing tomorrow?
Well, you know, I have a superstition. Every time I buy a player jersey, they either get injured or traded or cut.
Well, that's why you have to get a classic one, like Thurman Thomas or like Jim Kelly.
Yeah, that's
or something,
true.
right?
You're right. Wear a classic. That's why I won't
Yeah.
buy a Josh Allen jersey, because I don't want anything bad happening to him.
Well,
So I have a Marcel Darius jersey, number 99, that I've repurposed into Harrison Phillips.
what about Bruce Smith?
Yeah,
No?
you're right.
Come
You're
on,
right. I
man.
should probably get a classic.
Give me a classic.
Yeah, but I don't know if my jinx will apply to the classic guys.
No.
I don't want them to, break a leg or something.
Well, it's kind of irrelevant at this point, isn't it? Like if
Well,
Bruce
I
Smith-
don't want Thurman Thomas to break his leg because I bought his jersey.
All right,
You gotta
back to what we're doing here.
You got to
Come on,
respect the
Harry.
jinx here. There's a snap. Waiting, throwing,
Ooh.
finds somebody open
Yeah.
over the middle. Good pass there. Gets all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Yeah,
The
Rubio.
receiver is Rubio. Thank you. Not paying attention here.
Yeah, no, again, he found some space right there in between the linebackers downfield.
So Dover moving the ball
Good pickup.
and running the hurry-up offense here. They're back to the line of scrimmage quickly. 5 receivers, 1 in the backfield. The roll out to his right. Looking, still looking, and finds a seam to run. Takes it all the way down to the 7-yard line, where it should be a first down here. Nope, not quite. It's going to be 2nd down and 3.
He showed
carry.
excellent patience there, right? He's telling his receivers where to go, pointing down the field, and they really weren't finding any space. So
No, but the more you do that, you kind of run out of room.
Sure.
It gets a little crowded. But then he saw the seam and picked up a few yards all on his own, picked up 8 yards. So it's 2nd and 2 from the 7-yard line. They got to get to the 5. Lopez Sullivan waiting for the snap, talking things over. There's motion there by Rubio. He takes the handoff.
Ooh.
And runs right into a brick wall.
Good stick there by Irwin.
I don't think he got the first down. He got stopped at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, good pop right there. Irwin right in the hole. Good open field tackle. It was right in the middle of the field, but nobody else is around, so I consider that an open field tackle. It was a good stick.
So that'll make it 3rd and 1 on the 6-yard line. 11:08 to go here in the game.
Spreading it
trails.
way out. Look at the splits in between the linemen. A lot of room in the middle there. Design quarterback sneak. Yep, there you go.
And he gets the first down, and he keeps going all the way into the end zone. So another touchdown, the 3rd one of the day for number 1,
Sullivan.
Darian Lopez Sullivan.
Number 2.
Oh, number 2. Sorry about that. Thank you. So that makes it 36-20 with the extra point coming up.
You could kind of see that coming. You could see on the replay how wide the splits were for the offensive linemen. Again, the splits are the distance in between the center and guard and tackle. They were really taking a lot of space in between their players. Now
And
they go for 2, and it's good.
That was an interesting play. I don't know if you caught that, but Davis was the receiver of the snap. He threw it to Lopez Sullivan.
Yeah, it was a nice little reverse to Lopez Sullivan, who was coming off the left side, and then he passed it out to the right side for the 2-point conversion. I believe it was 23.
23,
yeah,
Gabriel. Okay, Gabriel Rubio.
Yeah, once again, instant replay coming through. Huge kudos to the guys back in the BCTV studio. Bill Jennings, George Cox. A little bit of a scoreboard issue earlier, but we figured it out here. Oh yeah, we'll blame the software. Yeah, it wasn't us here. It was definitely the software. So 10:53 left here in the game, and it is a 14-point game, Harry. We're going to look for Bedford to take another measured approach to this next offensive drive.
They need to burn some clock here. Yeah, Dover's actually managed to sneak into the game here, and they limited Bedford to just 3 points on their last possession. They scored 2 touchdowns.
Now watch out here. This could be a sneaky. Yeah.
Gets away from one tackler, carries it all the way to the 40-yard line. Good return there. Colby Snow with the return.
Tackled by Nicholas McMullen.
Carries it for about 25 yards. Gives Bedford a good solid position here to run their next possession.
Yeah, this second half, it's turned into a tight game. The Green Wave have tightened up on their offense. They've eliminated those turnovers that they had in the first half, the fumble and the interception. And their second half has been 2 possessions and 2 touchdowns.
Well, they scored 15 points to Bedford's 3 in their last 2 possessions. Here's a handoff to Irwin. He picks up about 3 yards there.
Got through an arm tackle there in the backfield. It looked like Rubio had knifed in from the outside. And Irwin was able to dance over that and still pick up 2 yards.
Bedford taking their time. 10:20 to go here in the game.
You don't want to be too cute with this, though, right? You want points on the board. You have a dangerous quarterback there when the Green Wave get the ball back.
Well, even a field goal here would make it a 3-score game. There's a snap. Michael, the pass. Snow in the backfield. They missed a tackle there. He's able to pick up some yardage after the play. Gets it up to the 47. Reception good for 5 yards there by Colby Snow.
Yeah, Snow's limping after that. I mean, he's getting his head of steam going and hitting it hard up in there, and he looks like he paid the price on that tackle. He's on the ground now, trying to catch his wind. Looked like maybe he got a Charlie horse or something.
He's in some discomfort. Let's see what happened here. Was it on the tackle attempt here?
Yeah, top side there. He avoids one tackler and then runs it up hard into the two next tacklers. Gets up okay, but then...
That could be cramp.
Could be.
You're right, because he got right up, so he couldn't have been injured on that play.
It could have actually been right there when he sheds that first tackle. It took a little weird hit to his knee. I don't know if it's his knee that is uncomfortable, but he is not doing well right now.
Yeah, I wonder if he didn't realize that he had injured himself. Kept running.
A little wide receiver screen to the top side, wide side of the field. He cuts it back inside and got really positive yards there, about 5 or 6 yards on the play. He's upset about having injured himself.
While we've got some time here, let's remind everybody that the football team has a car wash fundraiser happening next Saturday, the 18th, sorry about that, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at St. Elizabeth Seton Church. So come on out and get your car washed and support the football team.
Yeah, no more karaoke from you, okay?
No, I promise.
All right. A lot of dirty cars out there in Bedford. Get your car washed.
And it looks like Snow is moving on his own power, which is a good sign.
Really doesn't look too bad, actually, for how much pain he was in.
He's still not happy, though. He's holding on to his helmet.
I wonder if he took a shot to the head. I wonder if he got rattled up top.
Yeah, I wonder. That's a good call. It might have happened on that tackle.
Hey, he looks a little woozy. Eh?
So they break the tackle now. Clock is running, 9:27 to go here in regulation. Just one receiver. It's a 3rd down and 3 here for Bedford. They got to convert this. Michael gives it to Irwin. Sweeps to his right. Still going. Tackled all the way into Dover territory at the 36-yard line. It is a 1st down for the Bulldogs.
Had some lead blockers out in front of him. A lot of space over there. You saw him cover up that ball again. Ball possession. No silly turnovers at this point.
They get him down to the 35. A new set of downs. 1st and 10 here. Bedford needs to answer that score by the green wave. Push it out to a 3-score lead here. 36-22, just a 14-point lead here for the Bulldogs. 2 receivers on the field, and they hand it off. Christopher carries the ball to the 28-yard line. Pickup of 8 yards, maybe 7.
And they're concentrating on Colby Snow's lower right leg, so it might have been a hit to the calf or an ankle sprain or something like that. So I think he'll be all right. No concussion or anything like that.
Clock is still running, coming up on the 8-minute mark.
And Owen Christopher has done a nice job filling in for Snow on that last carry. 6-yard gain.
Bedford taking every second allotted to them between snaps. You're making sure the clock runs down significantly. I don't think they're going to be throwing a pass here. And as soon as they say that, they do. The Gradinskis picks up about 5 yards.
Stays
down
in
to
bounds.
The 25-yard line. Stays in bounds, like you said. Should be just about good enough for a 1st down, and it is.
They move the chains. Pause the clock while they move the chains, and now they roll it.
Then they mark him at the 24-yard line. 7:35 left here in regulation. 36-22, Bedford up. Receivers on either side, one in the backfield. There's a quick handoff to Irwin. He's got a lot of room. Picks up another first down on that carry, all the way down to the 14-yard line.
Rumbling forward there with a lot of blockers in front of him.
That run good for a first down.
And he's down to the 13-yard line.
Ball is spotted at the Dover 13.
First and 10 at the 13 for Bedford. Clock just under 7 minutes left here in regulation. They're well within field goal range, but they're obviously thinking touchdown here. Get the lead up to 21.
So Irwin's getting a lot of time in there. Might be a delay.
No, I think it was a offsides here.
Okay.
I saw the number 73 for Dover. Number 73 is Andrew York. I think he jumped into the neutral zone.
And he's coming off the field pretty quickly. Interestingly enough, the clock does stop on a penalty, so. But now they wind it because it was on the defense, right?
6:30 to go. Taking their time. Bedford in control here, even though they've given up 2 touchdowns in the third.
Yeah,
or the second half, I should say.
I was just about to say, Russell Irwin is getting a lot of time here at tailback. As Logan Sphere suffered an injury earlier.
On the sweep.
That's Tagliaferro, Dominic Tagliaferro getting a carry there. A sophomore.
Picks up a couple of yards.
Running hard there, running over that tackler.
They get down to the 6-yard line. Second down and 2. Actually, they're going to give him 8.
Boom. Right there at the end, he put his shoulders down and ran hard.
Second down and 2.
5:30 to go. Split backfield. There's a snap. Taliaferro.
Michael.
Nope, the fake to
Ooh,
Taliaferro.
he's in.
Michael
Yeah, he's
gets to the goal line. They're going to say he's in. Touchdown. So a 6-yard run for Joe Michael.
Well, the side judges here are huddling, and they're going to give it to him. It's a touchdown. Yep, touchdown. So Joe Michael on a 6-yard run. And as you mentioned, Harry, it would be tough to not give a player of the game to Joe Michael. He's been
doing
involved
it
on
all.
every bit of the scoring, and it is 42, perhaps 43 points here. And he's factoring into just about all of them. And yep, 43.
Nailed it.
Strike up the band as the Bulldogs go back up by 21 points.
So just a dominating performance here by the Bulldogs. The only possession they didn't score on was when they kneeled out the first half.
That's true. That's true. I have to go back to it again. I'm a real big fan of special teams. That was an excellent hold by the holder there. I believe it was Gradinskis.
Yeah, and it actually came in pretty low. It came in kind of skidding, and he was able to right the ball just in the nick of time.
That's tough to do. That ball skipped into him, and he picked it up, put it back on the tee, and Michael kicked it good and through.
So Bedford up by 21 here with 5:26 to go. No doubt Dover will come out in another hurry up. Been an entertaining game. Certainly no lack of scoring, no lack of big plays.
So we're having a couple of substitution issues as there have been some injuries for the Bulldogs. So special teams always gets a little confusing when some of the guys go down. They had their Cal McAuliffe coming on a little bit late. I bet he's going to make the tackle now because of it. Well, he didn't.
So they return to the 30-yard line.
That was Finn O'Neill on the tackle there.
Is that Brett Davis on the carry there, number 30?
I believe so.
So Dover will take over on their 30-yard line. They have 5:21 to work with here, and they're down 3 touchdowns. I'm sure Bedford will probably play some of their bench players now due to injury and to give some players some experience.
I have to give kudos to the Bedford Bulldogs tonight, not only for scoring on all of their possessions, but also giving the field position game a significant challenge for the Green Wave.
Oh, it's a bad snap. And a new quarterback is in there, Thomas Rice.
I think that's Jackson Carroll, number 5, right? Yeah.
Nope, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong roster. You are correct. It is
at that point I was
Jackson
making,
Carroll.
The Green Wave, their best field position starting a drive has been on their own 37. So overall, to get their offense started.
Carroll is still in there. And another fumble on the exchange, and it looks like Bedford has the ball.
Yeah, Henryshawn
falls on it. That's the second turnover today that he received. First an interception, now a fumble recovery.
Was he get the big old gold chain that they give to defensive turnover guys? Yeah, Henryshawn again falls on that ball. He's right in the mix. Comes down to his feet, pounces on the ball, gives the ball back to the Bulldog offense. Looks like the second team's going to get some chance on offense here too, as you were mentioning, Harry.
You know, it's kind of surprising by Dover. They sat down their quarterback, Darian Lopez Sullivan, who was actually quite effective. He was having a solid game. And they went with the backup, Jackson Carroll, who had trouble on the snap and then trouble on the exchange there, causing another turnover. So I'm a little surprised that they went with the second quarterback. Maybe Logan Sullivan was injured?
Lopez Sullivan again. Yeah,
Lopez Sullivan.
Could have been an injury there.
I'm just surprised that they made the change right there when.
I agree. I mean, 3 scores in 5 minutes. That's not tremendously overwhelming odds.
But do you throw the towel in at that point? I'm not sure.
It seems like that's what the coaches have done for the Green Wave. You know, getting their second team in on offense.
There was a penalty on the play. Bedford, I guess, a delay a game or something. Maybe a motion penalty. They moved back 5 yards. It's now 1st and 15 at the 30-yard line.
Sophomore Danny Black is getting some time at quarterback. Puts the ball on the ground.
But it looks like Bedford got the ball back, or did they?
It looked like they were right there. I don't know what's going to happen here in the determination.
But number 52.
I thought one of the linemen was there to pounce on the ball. So that's going to be 2nd down. Bedford keeps the ball.
They lose 1 yard on the play. They're back to the 31-yard line.
Ooh, that's about 8 yards on 7 yards they lost.
Oh, okay. You're right. They're at the 25. So 2nd down and 16. They're at the 31.
So it might be a little sloppy here with the second team in.
Clock is running still. 4 minutes to go here.
Good opportunity for these guys to get some experience, though.
And a quick handoff. Number 20, Alex Grudinskis with the carry. Actually wound up losing a yard on that play, so it'll be 3rd and 17.
So you got a penalty and then some negative yardage plays. This is a tough putt here on 3rd and 17. I do not imagine that they're going to open up the playbook. They're probably going to keep this right on the ground, see what they can do.
Just outside of Joe Michael's field goal range. Black waiting for the snap. Hands off.
That's Tagliaferro on the carry. He'll get back to the original line of scrimmage, but it'll be 4th and 10.
So 7-yard carry there by Tagliaferro. 4th down. From here, it could be a field goal, but I think Coach Zach Matthews would prefer not to run the score up anymore.
Well, that'd be a tough kick. I mean, that's a 41-yarder. Not that it would be outside of his range.
You saw that kick, that 29-yarder he nailed. It was still going up.
Yeah, he'd have a good shot at it, but I think you're right. Coach Matthews is going to keep his offense on the field, keep that clock ticking, see if he can pick it up.
Blacks wait for his snap, takes it, rolls out. He's going to pass for the sideline for Taliaferro. Just a little too far. He was in the end zone, but just led him too far. And it'll be a turnover on downs here for Bedford.
Not a bad try there, though. I mean, he was about 2 yards into the end zone, had his man, and it was just out of his reach. So just out of Taliaferro's reach.
So Dover takes over, 2:11 to play here, down by 21 points. It's 43-22. They will take over on their 24-yard line. And let's see who's playing quarterback. Now it's another quarterback, Spencer Ryan. And there's a handoff to number 33, Cam Barrett. Looks like he picks up about 2 yards. Looks like Dover's deciding to play their backups now too.
That play was gobbled up by Cal McAuliffe there, the linebacker coming over to make the tackle.
Under 2 minutes to go here. No gain there for Barrett.
Parker Bromley was also in on that play.
Second down and 10. Ryan takes the snap. And the handoff.
There's Christian Morrison.
Number 15 picks up a few yards there, gets it up to the 30. Need about 5 yards for a first down here. Down to 114. Kind of an odd snap there, floating in the air.
It did seem like it just floated there for a while.
Gave it to Christian, no gain on the play. It'll be fourth down. Christian Morrison with the carry. Actually wound up losing yard to 29.
So under a minute to go here. Looks like the Bulldogs will pull their record to an even 1-1.
As will the Dover Green Wave. You know, another thing that Roger Brown said in his column today, besides giving us, by the way, plugs for our radio coverage, which was nice of him, thank you.
That was nice, yeah.
He had predicted that only one team out of the North will go into the tournament. I think he was suggesting that Bedford going 0-2, which he did pick against Bedford. He did pick Dover 21-7 in his predictions. Obviously, this is going to change some things. So maybe Bedford is not as dead in the water as they might have looked in that first week.
Doesn't seem like it. Again, we saw a lot of life out of their offense that we did not see last week. You know, certainly Joe Michael has been a spark and really the catalyst for every one of their scoring plays tonight, whether it was through the air or through the line of scrimmage on the ground or kicking over, all of it. He's been quite an offensive threat for them tonight, and as you would say, the player of the game. I think I would say the same. Good for him. It's an all-star night for him.
4th and 5. And looks like Dover will just go for it here. Ryan dropping back, throwing the long pass.
That's caught.
And the receiver's good. Catches it at the Bedford 45-yard line. And the receiver, number 13, Sam Gruby.
Hey, he was there waiting for it for a little while. He stopped his route. He almost could have called a fair catch on that ball. It was just hanging up there for a little bit. But a great gain for them. Clock starts moving again, and that'll do it. As the clock runs out here, second game of the season, the home opener, the Bedford Bulldogs take away victory 43-22.